So in this video of 20 minutes, we will show you Htein Lin, an artist from Myanmar we currently have in the gallery, explaining the 4 works, Instruments of Torture, which were especially made for this exhibition in Maastricht. So please join us by listening to Htein Lin to learn more about these 4 works.
The first painting is called a Typewriter. You see that as a guerrilla warfare, have to carry all these kind of heavy luggage with the moving all the time. But at the time, I was a new in revolution group, so new student. So that's why the one of our leader, the order, one of the typewriter, these typewriter arrived into the jungle. It's a for our propaganda machine, actually. So also at the time I did some of the illustration for our propaganda magazine. So I wrote the poem. So that's why I know this typewriter is quite important. But I mean, everyone have to share to carry when we move. But they decided, so you have a responsible to carry in this typewriter. So and then this typewriter is quite heavy, and then with the bows and more heavy. So every day from morning to evening and carrying this and then going to climb up and going down, and it was serious torture for me, actually. Why me? So but I was new, so I have no choice to carry it. But it's a very coincident. One day we get in touch with one of the small group of military, and then they open fire, and then everyone have to run away. So I carry and read this typewriter, and also I have to run away. But I feel the typewriter on my back, the covering the whole back is like bulletproof. So I feel, oh my gosh, it's a big confident to carry in that. So that is at the time I liked this typewriter, which I feel very disappointing, but the whole my mind is changing. So and then after that, the next day, I have no problem to carrying typewriter. So that typewriter is with me all the time in the jungle. So that is one of the big object in revolution with me. So another painting is torture form. Of course, as I told you, I got arrested, and then they said that I'm spy. So actually, 2 of my other friend, they said, no, I'm not a spy. I'm revolution a student for joint revolution, but it's constantly torture, and some of my friend is dying. So that's why to survive, I give a fake confession, and pretending, okay, stop, guy, and stop torture. I'm spying. But the thing is, I said that I'm spying, so I thought I was really stupid. I thought if I said that and they will stop torturing, but actually, if I said that I'm spying, I need to tell them um, everything about the being as a spy. So like when I join the spy, and who's my boss, and what is my operation, and what is my salary. I just and then I have nothing knowledge about the in military, it's disaster. So it's like a imagination of like a son of the spine story, like James Bond, you know, like okay, I have a um, Baswa, uh, um, I I I learn karate or something kind of is everything is it actually is the whole fake story I have to tell them. So inviting more torture. But the thing is, they also did join the electric shop. So they have a generator and join these electric shop. And two of my friends are dying because of the voltage. They could not properly control the voltage of the electricity. So and then they found after that they found this red telephone, the wind up. So and they kind of they pull out the one of the wire and put it in my mouth and touch with the other body. And then when they start winding, this electricity came to my head, and then I screaming, and then the whole body was uh, uh, because of the I have a handguard and and tied also my leg. So I screaming and pull off everything. It's the worst torture in my life. Um, and and then they did it again and again. So for me, um, that as soon as when I saw the next time they took me and some question, and then when I saw it, and then that red telephone was like a monster, you know. And so that's why I did these kind of uh, telephone. And then of course there's in my mind Alexander Graham Bell inviting this telephone that I looking for it. And then the his one of the his first word, he said that uh, Mr. Weston, come here, I want you. So it's a kind of thing. So if I thought if Alexander Graham Bell, if he know that these kind of people we are using as a weapon and torturing each other with his object he invented. So I don't know what is Mr. Htein Lin, come here, I want to torture you or something like that. So that is I created that painting. And then another painting is Casa Playa. When we got arrested, and then the guy are at night they got drunk, and then they need some entertainment. In the jungle there's nothing. So and then they came to our prison, and when we was sleeping, everyone get out, and then we get out. But all the time we tied in like in the picture you seeing that we have a blindfold. We didn't see who they are, but they shouted, "It's please everyone sit down." So, and then we just said, and then they said that now you are cassette player. You all are cassette player. Uh, um, you have to play the music. So that is when they smash our chain, that is the signal for me as a cassette player to start sing a song, whatever song. So and then this game start. And then other side of the chain, the smash is stop. As soon as when I singing the whole time, and then as soon as they start smash my face, and I have to stop. because of this, I'm Casa Playa. So actually, um, just a few weeks ago, my daughter introduced me one of the very famous series, Squid Game, so for me, it's kind of like me, the all the time it's matching. So, but when this smash my face, I start singing song. It's a more I chose that song. It's more funny. It's a kind of uh, more like one of the uh, very famous record by an old comedian. So when we was very young, on radio, every week, um, we were listening about that kind of these comedian make a musical joke. Ah, tomorrow, young dodging, a beautiful sharing, so ha. It's kind of it's a very classic one of the funny joke. That's why when I was young, listening again, and also I the whole piece I memorized. I know that is so when this much I start the repeating about that kind of the whole piece of the joke. So all these my fellow comrade who are also bitten with me, so they were also loving, and um, so it was totally abused. But every night when they came, sometimes they ask like a volunteer who starts singing. Uh, um, so I said that I will, because I know that that's an abuse, but for me it's quite important because of the other victims with me. They were frightened and scary, and so at least I make a kind of funny sound and joke, and they can escape a little bit of minute from that moment. So as that's why even whatever they treat, I thought this is quite important. So I always join in the as a Casa player, uh, and and then also other reason which I did a kind of that kind of series because of some of my comrade and my my brothers are now also back into the jungle and join the revolution. So that is I always in my mind. Now I'm 56, so I could not go deep in the jungle, but I share that experience and warn them is how the revolution are so fragile. Uh, if people have a kind of weapon and power, it make totally crazy. So that's why that city is a big inspiration for me. Um, Other work, what is it? Okay. Um, Motorcycle. So this motorcycle is also another kind of torture. Is quite common. Even when I was in the jungle, they did it. But also when I got arrested by 1998, I got arrested by military intelligence, and they put me into the prison for 7 years. At that time, either in military intelligence camp and even in the prison. Sometimes they did a kind of torture. Until now, also in prison, sometimes prison guard and policemen are doing that kind of torture. I don't know why they enjoy it. Actually, sometimes people torture each other. So military intelligence, they need some information from us. That is understandable. But the thing is, sometimes they don't want anything from us. They just did a torture because the people are overpowering each other and they enjoy. I have a power, so it's kind of magnet. So that kind of torture, you see in the picture, very uncomfortably people standing. So they said that I have to ride the motorcycle. So like that. So I standing like this. The whole body was on my toes. So and then all the time very uncomfortable position. And then this is that I was on the motorcycle. So when they start ask me to drive the motorcycle and I make the sound of the engine, and then they have oh, okay, please check all these your horn, everything, so please press the horn, okay. And then it start running. So and then 2 3 guys are behind just sitting and give an instruction by cross each other. Okay, you go down, start engines, and then going up, so, and then heavyweight and kind of heavy engine, and you are in the market and bum bum bum. It's a kind of it's a totally abuse. Um, but of course there is a take time, and I fell off, and they beat me and start again. So it's a kind of thing. So that's why in the picture you see the motorcycle, but actually it's invisible. There was no motorcycle at all, nothing. It's just sitting like it's a crazy man. Is just writing motorcycle in my imagination. So that's why in that city, there's a kind of object you see, but there was no Casa Playa at all. That was actually a telephone, but that one is totally impossible. I just imagination. I pretending as a Casa Playa. That one is a motorcycle. So that series.
Thank you for watching the explanation on the instruments of torture. You see them behind me. We hope the gallery can be open again so you can see all the works, not only the instruments of torture, but also the other works that can be found in the gallery now, like the very impressive life of Buddha and the works, how do you find Belfast and how do you find Amsterdam. So hopefully see you. Bye-bye.